Well, you know, a lot of people were worried about the 220, going from the 220 standard to the 240 standard. A lot of people were worried about performance. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, the 220, the 240 platforms, there's really no difference. They're both performing exceptionally well. They're both breaking in really quickly, especially the 240s. You know, with the Utrip grandfathering in the 220s, a lot of people are like trying to gobble up the 220s because they're figuring the 240s aren't going to be just as good. I'm going to tell you they are. It doesn't matter what manufacturer you're swinging, whether it be Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Worth, Mikan, Easton. It doesn't matter. All the 240 bat standards are really good. They're just as good as the 220s.
Yeah, we're real excited about these 4 models here. These will be launching on 3/31 at a DeMarini retailer or DeMarini.com. And I'm just going to kind of go through the line with you real quick, Bogey. Let's start out with Dale Brungart's signature model. And you can see these bats have a lot of impacts on them, no visible damage, nothing like that. This is a 12-inch Nautilus barrel. This is the first 12-inch Nautilus barrel we've done at DeMarini, and we're super excited about this. And this, of course, carries Dale's traditional full-ounce load at the end. And I can tell you that I've seen a lot of campers swinging this down here, and these are really dynamite.
A lot of the ladies too. And what's the big deal about the 12-inch barrel for the average rec guy?
I don't think it. You know, I think if you got good hands and fast hands, and you can get in the zone quick, I don't think it makes that big a difference. But I do think when you go to your 13 and 13.5-inch barrels, it just leaves a little more forgiveness. You know, it's really going to make you. It's going to draw your hands into the zone. I think it kind of gets your hands from here to here quickly. But like I said, you know, the more we continue to develop different barrel lengths and everything, I think it bodes well for us as a brand overall. And our engineers back in Hillsboro at DeMarini do a fantastic job when it comes to you know, coming out with new barrel technologies, and just the process of these continuous fiber or Nautilus barrels has been fantastic. So.
And the big thing, of course, about the Nautilus is that we have continuous fiber weave, and so the sweet spot's bigger, right, Corny?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to draw well in what I call the COP. Right, and then you know, the red bat last year, everybody talked about it. It was a 13-inch continuous fiber or Nautilus barrel. It was probably the hottest bat coming out of 2020. And you know, this is just a new cosmetic version. Of course, it does have the new 240 stamp, certifying it for Utrip SA Play this year. But this platform here has been hugely successful for us, and we're real excited about it. And as you can see too, not only do our engineers do a great job designing new bats, high performance bats, but our graphic team out there does a bang up job. I mean, these bats are just beautiful. I mean, if you notice some of the metal flake, you see a little bit of the sparklies in here and stuff, and if you get real close, I mean, it's just attention to detail that I think separates DeMarini from everybody else.
And which Utrip model is this? Like
this is this is the NAE 22. So again, this is an updated version of the last year's red bat, or the end load that had the USA colors in it. But I'm telling you, I'm super excited about this bat. This has been a big camper favorite down here, along with the Brungart as well. Okay, and now we're going to get into new barrel lengths. These are 13.5-inch barrels. So again, we kind of did a 12-inch Nautilus with the Brungart. We kept the 13-inch platform on the NAE, and now we go to the NAU, which last year was a 13-inch barrel. This year, 13.5-inch barrel. And again, subtle graphics on this, but beautiful. I mean, if you notice the attention to detail in here, and I just think these are just beautiful bats. And this is kind of the bat I call the Stormtrooper. All these bats have nicknames. So you got Tiffany Blue for Dale's bat, you got the Confetti bat for this one, and then I call this the Stormtrooper. This is real badass.
The Stormtrooper?
Stormtrooper, yeah. So really cool looking, 13.5-inch barrel mid-load, some more weight in here. A lot of my female players really like this bat, you know, the ones that have got them and got to hit them. So we're excited about this one as well. So this is the NAU 22, again, the new Utrip SA stamp, and 13.5-inch barrel. We're, like I said, we're really excited.
What was the idea behind going to the new Utrip stamp, Corny? Talk about that for the average rec guy that doesn't understand it.
Well, I think really what they were trying to do is try to find a happy medium. You know, some of the games down here, you can see some of the exit velocities, some of the balls like going through the middle and going through the infield and stuff. So Utrip SA got with the NTS Lab out of Chesapeake, Virginia, and they've developed these new bat standards. Now, you've also heard about the new Pro-M ball. This is a 44-375 ball that all the conferences conference tournaments will be using this year. So these bats are really kind of like, I guess you know the best way to put it is how the non-linear bats that you've seen, the old flippers, the new Nihilist bats were designed to hit a 52 core ball. These bats are really designed to hit the new Pro M ball. Okay, so this is the new Lady Cartel. Again, last year this was a 13-inch APC barrel. This year it's a 13.5-inch APC barrel. Now the APC barrel is what a lot of you players saw in the Davis Billardello model, the Twisted Mistress. These are this bat's really good. I think when the ball's soft, when you're playing in the heat of the day and the ball gets a little punkier, these barrels really perform well. So again, last year 13-inch barrel, this year 13.5-inch barrel, and again, look at the beautiful graphics on this one. This really looks
What
sharp.
kind of weights does that come in, Corny?
This will come in a 24-ounce, 25-ounce, 26-ounce, and 27-ounce. You know, if you look at the line overall, I mean, they have something for everybody, and that's really important in this day and age too. You know, when you walk around out here, Bogey, and you watch all the campers hitting these different bats, one thing you'll notice is all of them kind of gravitate to a certain bat. Some of them like the longer barrel length, some of them like mid-load, some of them like end loads. We have virtually something for everybody in our line this year. So we're just super excited about it. And I think you made a statement this morning that these 240 bats seem to be performing, you know, really strong, and I would agree with that. I mean, I'm watching these guys. I mean, even when we were having the pros versus Joe's game yesterday, some of the guys were really hitting some nice shots with these bats. So.
And then the ladies too. I mean, the exit velocity they get, that's been the overall consensus I've heard, is they're pleasantly surprised with how, you know, how explosive the new 240 bats are, because I think everybody had maybe a dread coming into them, and they're just amazed at how well they're performing.
Yeah, like I said, you know, from the engineering department to the graphics department, production team that's able to get these bats done and get them out to the dealers and everything, you won't find a better company than DeMarini when it comes to this stuff, and they have always been, and you've been with DeMarini a long time, Bogey, so you know that when they say insane dedication to performance, it's not just a punchline, they really mean it.
That's going. That's out of here.